another day, another grind. It is General Spotify against Krell Metal, Dwarves against Empire. This is a educational video for me to watch and learn a little bit how to beat a box. And here for the Dwarves, we have Belagar Ironhammer, then we have 4 Quarrelers behind him, and just Dwarf Warriors, and on the flanks Slayers. And on the sides, we have the Rangers with a Vanguard deployment here. For Empire, we have Boris Toadbringer on his flying mount, then a lot of Hochland rifles, the snipers, as I call them, and then Empire Knights to protect, and on the sides, Hammer of the Witches and the Sunmaker. And I think now I understand why they're on those flanks, because dwarves are pretty slow, right? And they have to run the whole way up there. Miners with blasting charges here in the front, kind of, but getting focused down, and also a little bit of Vanguard action here for the Free Company Militia. So let's fast forward a little bit, because those miners are coming in, getting shot down. So this is basically a decoy in my opinion, because now the Rangers, the whole focus is on those approaching lines, and those Rangers are now moving in and will get slowly but surely shoot into all those ranged units here. On this side, the same situation is happening, so let's fast forward here. And I think that Spotify doesn't mind to lose those miners. The miners are really cheap, but they bring this blasting charge punch that you usually, that can like delete couple of units here. And yeah, as you can see, the Ranger is finally getting on the scoreboard here, shooting over the hill. And yeah, those handgunners have to move up to shoot, and that is very smart here. Blasting charges onto the Hochland long rifles, the snipers getting really deleted. Oh my. We have the Rangers here also shooting into the Sunmaker, which is kind of working out. And on the other side, finally, Empire Knights moving up to destroy those Rangers. But the Rangers did their job, right? Now the front line can move up and fight more. The Free Company Militia is kind of, very ineffective in my opinion. As you can see, Boris getting crunched down by those Slayers plus the Quarrelers and the Belagar Ironhammer here. And the shooting off the Sunmaker wasn't really bad here for the Quarrelers, but I think that Empire lost just too many ranged units, so the pressure is wavering, going down. And here you can see finally Rangers ran off, so they're not very sturdy. I'm a little bit surprised, but a couple of Quarrelers still doing their job. And over here we have the situation that even a couple of those Rangers came back shooting still. And yeah, that's the thing, like you have those Empire Knights, but you are not doing a lot with them, Mr. Krell. So over here also snipers are in melee, very bad. The other snipers coming to help, but the shooting is just not effective enough, because they have shields here. And yeah, Empire Knights coming from the side, jumping down to Belagar or onto Belagar and the Quarrelers, which is a very good engage in my opinion. So Krell is doing a great job using his cavalry effectively against those shooters. Over here, they getting focused down. And here, basically, this one Empire Knight unit won't survive for long. Boris is kind of flying around here because he got beaten up here in the fight with Belagar and the Slayers. So yeah, I guess when we fast forward here, there are only a couple of Empire Knights left, sorry. And that's basically it on the battleground. Yeah, a little bit of shooting by the Free Company Militia, but this is not really, this is like tickling those Slayers, and game done. So yeah, when we look at the values here, I mean, blasting charges pretty much they did what they came for. Slayers, one Slayer unit really got its value, and then Rangers, yeah, surprisingly, in my opinion, good value on a couple of those. Then over here, yeah, the artillery couldn't really pay off, right? And also the long range snipers, not very effective. Toadbringer had to stop. Maybe the Free Company militia, but there are more to analyze, so let's get into it. Here now we have a little bit of a different game. This time Krell Metal is on the Dwarves and Norska is led by General Spotify. Another kind of match that I should look into to learn from it. This time we have a very big, large dwarven core of Slayers, giant Slayers here as well, and then just Longbeards. Longbeards, couple of dwarf warriors here, probably mining, blasting charges, and then Iron Drakes, Rangers, and Rangers with great weapons. On the other side, Wolfric comes with a lot of Marauders and great weapons here. Then we have female warriors for sure. A couple of those are really armored and ready to go. We have the Bale, Fiend with fire. And then, yeah, great weapons, female warriors, the RRs, great weapons. So everything here cries or screams armor penetration. So yeah, moving up, Norska is kind of here to take the point, but the first blasting charge is immediately hitting the female, but he's kind of like, yeah, that is damage, but not as high as I would thought. Maybe the female has maybe some missile resistance. Oh, that could be the thing, right? Plus evasion as well. So yeah, this one can go in, but the blasting charges hurt in a long time, and they are letting it burn here. So, which means, yeah, Marauders need to run off immediately. Even Wolfric didn't come yet. So yeah, and it's amazing how dwarves can hold down two of those units here for a long period, and those blasting charges are helping out here, plus the Iron Drake's torpedoes. Probably blunderbusses now. Grimdelver, oh, Thunderers, sorry. Thunderers are now the Grimdelver version, coming in, shooting into Wolfric. That is a probably very nice shot here. Fighting, we have a little bit of blood, and then shooting here, not into Wolfric, but more into the female warriors. Pretty understandable. They're more dangerous than him. Another volley. And yeah, the Marauders are losing really ground. The Dwarven Warriors are pretty much very online, having high HP pools. They're losing the fight in the woods, which is understandable because their numbers are lower. But the core is still online. Iron Drakes still online. They can shoot into those females. Yeah, let's fast forward here a little bit, because we can see the core is winning when it comes to the dwarves. Wolfric kind of getting low, using a couple of his ships left and right and center, but nothing really dangerous. But he could, yeah, he fought the Lord, and the Lord is running so far. And now Wolfric has the same destiny. Over here, this hurts. This is really hurtful, because there is armor piercing on the missiles, so that hurts. And it seems like Norska is low on the scoreboard here. More and more Dwarven warriors come from the sides. We have a couple of those here still shooting. And yeah, the Lord came back, trying to stabilize his units and formations and ranks. But yeah, Marauder champions. We have Dwarven warriors here. Basically, because Krell could defend his shooting line, and he didn't have a lot to protect. So this is what I learned in this matchup. You don't need a lot of shooting to be effective as a dwarf. So yeah, looking here at the values, maybe a couple of great weapons, but overall here, Thunderers doing the lifting, the heavy one. And then, yeah, the normal values. So what did we have? We had this, we had this. So now we go how to beat a box. And it is Ogre Kingdoms against Skaven. Pretty nasty stuff. There is not much, to be honest, not much range here for Skaven. But they have the warping. Yeah, let's look into it. They have the warping cannons here. Then Icket Claw, the Master of Disaster. Poisoned Wind Globadiers here in each and every direction. Plus a Chieftain, as I saw here somewhere. Yes. And then just chaff around, right? With a couple of, I think, what was it? Halberds. For the Ogre Kingdoms, Golfing Man-Eater here chilling out in the backline. Then a lot of Saber-Tusk packs and Morphing Cavalry. We have Lead Belchers, 3 on the count. So they are probably very crucial. And then just a couple of Nobblers. And the Bragg, the Gutsman, is moving up here as well. So let's fast forward here. Because those Warp Lightning Cannons are shooting. But Lead Belchers, yeah, they have to move constantly. Maybe trying even use the terrain for their successful approach. But for now, they are running off. But that gave the time here to move up into the woods. And Icket Claw even using his magic. This warp magic. Very foul and dirty. But now the Lead Belchers over here can shoot into the Warp Lightning Cannon. Which means they will hurt them. On the sides, 2 Saber-Tusk packs coming from the side, plus Lead Belchers here trying to get position into the woods. Nobblers moving up. So yeah, let's fast forward because it's basically just shooting and a little scuffle here with the Chieftain against all those other units. 1 Warp Lightning Cannon is already down here by those 2 Lead Belcher units. Well, 1.5 in my opinion. But yeah, it is enough now. Shooting into the second Warp Lightning Cannon. And the Globadiers can't do anything. Now finally throwing a little bit of this nasty poison onto the Pigback Riders. And they're immediately poisoned and will take damage while being this way. Here, another good cast from Icket Claw here, hitting the Nobblers, but I didn't see any effective and good damage. Icket, you should train your magic a little bit more, in my opinion. So, yeah, basically, Ogre Kingdoms are, it looks like, a little bit better when it comes to morale and leadership, because when you look at that, Golfang didn't even join the battle yet. So we can fast forward here. We have a big cast onto the Bragg the Gutsman. Hurts a lot. Hurts the other units more likely here. The Nobblers, in my opinion. But Icket Claw has to run. He is not made for this kind of fight with a melee specialist. Pigback Riders have to move away as well. And then we have Nobblers here on the side. A couple of Silver-Tusk packs supporting and nibbling down. And now the Globadiers have to move up. I don't know why they're so close. Maybe that was a misclick. Because you could shoot in here probably. Maybe it is because of the obstruction by the trees. I'm not sure. They moved up to go for the Lead Belchers. Understood. Yeah, that's not bad of an idea, but yeah, those Lead Belchers just move away. Over here, what do we have? Bragg the Gutsman. Can he teleport? I'm a little bit surprised. Here was a unit before, right? Lead Belchers now, tactical retreat. Let's fast forward one more time because there's still, yeah, Mournfang cavalries here. So they are now riding in, bunking all of those nasty units for them, like clan rats. And what do we have here? Clan rats. So yeah, they're taking them apart. Now from the side, the two silver tooth packs finally got onto the poisoned wind globadiers, and now the lazy Golfang, the lazy eater, comes in and can join the fight. He's going for the chieftain here for sure, right? Let's see the epic run from Golfang. He's coming in. Some buffs activated, and he slams the chieftain onto the chest. That hurts, and that will, yeah, leave a lot of scars, right? Globadiers here can still shoot. Didn't go really offline, but those packs are always coming back. Their tenacity is great. And I think they can do it. So looking on the battlefield, so in this case, I really learned use your ranged units, move up with all the units, and then start to shoot the dangerous artillery. So sometimes I know it and understand it, but in the heat of the battle, in the midst of all those chaos, I'm kind of not able to, right? So fast forward, I think this game is gone. Yup. Not in the reaches of a win, and yeah, no values here. Guys, that was very interesting. I thank you very much, Krell and Spotify, to deliver to me something that I can watch and learn from. And for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.